Hello everyone, welcome to Explained YouTube channel. Today we will see how Gemini Advanced provide the deep research functionality and how does it work, what are its advantages and how to use it to the fullest potential. We will briefly introduce what is Gemini's deep research. It's an AI tool that is there to make your research work faster and easier. It's a digital research assistant that quickly processes the large amount of data. Firstly, it does a large amount of search that it would be very hard for us to do, noting down its result, and then it process the data from all those search and try to develop meaningful insights from it. So this we see that there is a lot of human effort hours that would be saved when we use Gemini's deep research. Going ahead for using that, one of the use case that I would be using is the use case of the travel agency that I have in Varanasi. I will use Gemini 2.0 flash thinking experimental with apps here first. So I said it that I want to create a list of opportunities that lies ahead in the coming year for my travel agency in Varanasi. How would it do so? By listing all the big events like seminars, religious event, big social event, culture event, where we anticipate large tourist crowd coming to Varanasi. Frame this prompt well, including more categories, common misouts for deep research. So this is what we want to do an in-depth analysis for the tourism industry in Varanasi for the next 1 year. So the 2.0 flash thinking is expert in thinking. What do I mean when I say thinking? From AI model's point of view, it means that it is able to see the pros and cons of a particular topic. For example, if there is a topic is a data node, then it is able to think around all the related topics near to it. So that is where the flash thinking is coming into help for us. So we see that it is able to find out different categories that are related to what is mentioned in the original prompt. So we see it has done the thinking and then developed the prompt for us. So it says that firstly it has given more details in the prompt, like from when to when it wants this to be generated. Like currently it's February, so it has asked to give us the data for March to February 2026. So it has listed on major religious festival and events that happens, Varanasi being the city of culture and religion. This is something that keeps on happening. Also cultural festivals and then national international seminars and conference hosted in Varanasi. Large scale events or gathering. This includes marathons, large community gathering, etc. So these kind of corporate events happening would be useful for us to create a niche package to the new tourist or the corporate clients. Unique local Varanasi festivals and celebration. Other event type associated that draws substantial tourist numbers. Not only that, it also defined how would the output I want. I said the name of the events and then approximate dates, anticipated scale, then some amount of description so that we know what it is, and then potential source of information. But this we will probably track who is the organizer committee and how we can provide service to them. So now that we have our key prompts available to us, we are going to select it all and do a copy of it. Once we do a copy, we are going to paste that prompt here and submit it. So now we see that this 1.5 Pro with deep research is doing some analysis on the prompt that we have given. It is preparing an action plan of what exact steps are going to be executed to fulfill the prompts that we have given. So the first would be gathering all the necessary keywords for which the search has to be done. After the search, the second phase would be categorization and analysis of the data that has come from the search query. Once that is done, the analysis takes place. So yeah, this is how the plans look like. We can go ahead and check if the things are fine. The first part is research, where it research into the religious festival events, cultural festival events, national international seminar, large scale gathering, unique local Varanasi festivals, other type of events. Once that is done, it does categorization and presentation. Categorization is done by the base Gemini model 1.5 Pro for all the data that has been returned from the search query. Once that is done, it focuses on prioritization of the data. So the data is prioritized on the unique experience and aligning with the service offered by the travel agency. So that's it. Here we have an option to edit this plan if we want to make some change, but for us it looks fine. So if it is looking fine, we can go ahead and click on start research. We see the research is already started. So we see that this research that was done by Deep Research was from 182 websites, right? Even if we consider that it analyzes the first 10 result for a particular search or maybe 20, it has done the Google search for at least 9 times, right? For different categories that we listed in the prompt. Going ahead, it went through each of them. We can see what are the different conferences and events that is happening, 20 fairs and festivals, whatnot. We see BHU events happening, alumni meetup, etc., etc. So now once that is done, the second part that this function happens is after collecting the entire data, we understand that this is a large amount of data, right? So 1.5 Pro version that we have, the model, the main general model that we have, goes through the entire details of the search that has collected and then analyzes the data into different categories. So this again would be a manual effort if this would have not been present with us. After analyzing it, it creates a documentation. So this is what it says. It says, while I'm researching, feel free to leave this chat. I will let you know as soon as possible I'm done. So that's great. It took around 10 minutes for me, and we can see that it has completed the research. We will go ahead and open it in Docs. Gemini creates the step-by-step research plan that can be changed by us, and it scans through the entire web result and creates a documentation for us. So this is what we have for us. We see it is a thorough doc, right? 13-page doc that is created for us. Wow. And not only that, it is even listed different links from where it is able to gather this information. So if you want to search through, like, okay, from where it is getting this information, we can click on, always click on those link and figure out from where it is coming. So we see, right, different categories of the search that we wanted. Mahashivratri is happening this. The influx is unknown, but it's a major Hindu festival. So it even suggested how we can use this by creating a package or a content page for our website and tourism industry. We can see for Navami, expected 10 crores devotee are expected to arrive in Varanasi. That's large. We see the date range is not a particular date, but entire range of any year. So this is something that is wrong. We see it can do mistakes. So this is what has happened. But for some like both Purnima, it is even able to give the exact date. So we see it has even created the summary of the events that has been happening. We see it has even able to categorize this information for what kind of packages that we would like to create and what kind of details we could provide. So yeah, that's what we can see. So we see the good thing that it has done is able to go through the large amount of information. But the bad thing is the 1.5 Pro model that we have is not that good in understanding this large amount of information. It is able to miss a lot of it. So yeah, this is how Gemini Advanced 1.5 Pro with Deep Research works. That's it, guys. Thank you.